game. Some final preparations here.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Butler with the bucket. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
VanVleet against Lowry. Stolen by VanVleet. Siakam in the post. Butler covering. Siakam outside. Here's Barnes. Whoa!
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And it's Miami's ball. Here's Butler. Here's your 7. Three-pointer off the mark. And here's Barnes. Siakam, the pass to Barnes. VanVleet on the wing. Pass to Pirtle. And stolen by Adebayo. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Butler. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Barnes.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
Now here's VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to offer multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Out of bounds, it'll be Miami's ball.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Miami has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Lowry, the pass to Hero. Outside Butler. Back to Hero. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, this is one of the strongest aspects of Jimmy Butler's game, playmaking for his teammates. Over the years, boy, he has gotten so much better.
Now here's VanVleet. Denied by Adebayo. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Barnes. Pirtle with the ball. Picked up by Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Well, listen, we know that Butler possesses this ability. Break down off the dribble, defender just left hanging.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here's Hero. 6 points for him. They get the rebound. Tries again. Pass to Yurtseven. Lowry with it. He takes it in. Here's Hero. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Hero's got 8 points.
Now, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And it's Butler off the drive. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, man. Clearly, nobody wanted to get in his way.
He's not an easy man to slow down, Grant, that's for sure.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
Assisted by Fred VanVleet.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Hero. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Barnes. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
Good on the second one. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
What you love about this is there's an unselfish nature to Kevin Love's game, and I believe that's contagious.
Down low. And stolen by Adebayo. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Heat up by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Robinson with a steal. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Second shot opportunity, and the layup by Barnes.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Screen by Zeller. Pass to Oladipo. Fires from deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
A good look from Siakam, and that one's long.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Offensive board. Outside for Love. Lets the 3 fly. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Oladipo. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Anunoby for 3. Love grabs the miss. Miami has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Defensive foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Oladipo against Van Vliet. Oladipo, the pass to Zeller. Ooh, here's Zeller, slams it home.
And we know this. Victor Oladipo is a multi-talented guy. This is an accomplished scorer and a very polished passer as well.
Siakam, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Robinson, to the inside. Here's Zeller. That shot is off. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Siakam finds Van Vliet. Off the mark there with a three. The Heat have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Robinson passes to Love. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Zeller inside. He's working on Pirtle. Here's Vincent. He's guarded by Barnes. It's stolen by Pirtle. Siakam outside. Back to Anunoby. Rebound by the Heat. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. For three, Robinson. Miami, no good that time either. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Back to Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. No luck on that one. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Zeller for three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Robinson with a steal. Tipped. Zeller with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Robinson passes to Oladipo. Love up top. He's covered by Siakam. They grab their own miss. Here's Vincent. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Anunoby. A three from Barnes. And so it's the Miami Heat. Now Holt. Allie, as always, thank you.
Miami Heat, 34. The Raptors, 22.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Marriott 7 out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat. The free throw drops for Boucher.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Pass to Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Porter. Butler passes to Adebayo. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And the Heat lead by 12.
See, right there in the screen and roll, Butler showing the capacity to create for others. I love that.
Here's Boucher for three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
Back to Flynn. Here's 7 against Boucher. And he makes it.
Flynn. Assisted.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Hero. Outside Butler. All alone. And Miami again with the bucket.
Well, a big part of the offense built around the skills of Jimmy Butler. Off the bounce, catch and shoot, you name it, he's got it.
To the middle. Adebayo with a steal. Deflects the pass. Hero outside. Pass to Butler. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Adebayo finds your 7. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Achua can't hit. The Heat have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Pass to Yurt 7. Porter with the steal. Ooh, poked away. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. Flynn. Flynn's got 5.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Here's Boucher for 3. Unable to get that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Adebayo passes to Hero. Back to Adebayo. Outside Butler. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Rebounded by Trent. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Porter. Trent on the wing. Back to Porter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, if Porter realizes how close the defense is on him, he simply gets the contact. Still knocking down the shot, too.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Martin, he's checked in 4, Yurt 7. Butler against Porter. Back to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Outside for Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Trent outside. Takes a 3. And it's Martin with the rebound. Fast break Miami. That one falls. Hero's got 14 points for the game.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Achua with the dunk.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Porter against Butler. Hero outside. Outside for Butler. And so it's Miami liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So the Raptors 5 right now. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Otto Porter. Then there's Malachi Flynn. And it's Trent in at the two-guard spot. And Toronto calls time here.
It's time to get on your feet. The loudest section gets free t-shirts. Who wants them? Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He stressed the need to protect the ball. He said, quote, "Turnovers are killing us. We can't keep giving away possessions." It's a great way to agitate a coach. Let's send it back to the broadcast table now.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Van Vliet on the wing. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Butler. Martin finds Hero. Outside Butler. Pass to Lowry. The 3. Offensive board. Adebayo kicks it to Hero. It's Martin on the wing. Another shot. No good off the back of the rim.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. 13 feet out. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. The kick out to Van Vliet. From downtown, fires in the triple.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Pass to Lowry. Let's go with a 3. It's Hero on the take. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Yeah, he loses concentration just for a moment. Might be getting a little complacent sitting on this lead.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And here's Adebayo over Pirtle. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Siakam, the pass to Pirtle. Outside Anunoby. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Butler. For Miami, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Lowry outside. Again, the Heat misses. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Now here's Pirtle. Butler covering. Butler with a steal. 4-3. Connects from downtown. And the Heat lead by 19. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Heat.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jimmy Butler.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
The three. And again, Miami with a triple.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Fires the three. And the Raptors, another three.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
Barnes against Butler. No one near him. Again, the miss by Butler. Here's Toronto with the ball. They trail by 16. Count it. Good.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. No good there. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
two teams that really like to run their offense in the half court.
I know in the modern game, we like to see pace and space, guys shooting the three-point shot. But if this is your team, you must play to your strength. If it's half court, we'll play half court offense.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Nice job of seeing the play through by Kyle Lowry. Took the contact and still got it to fall.
The Heat shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Murray. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Young passes to Murray. Shoots over Hero. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only Young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports leagues and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Now Lowry, after the missed 3 from Trae Young, fires the 3. Rebounded by Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And there's the pass to Collins. Over to the left wing. Outside for Murray. And he's good on the 3 ball.
This just comes from repetition. Murray's put a lot of extra hours in the gym, catching and firing.
Pass to Yurtsevin. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. That one doesn't go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Kicks it out to Collins. Young outside. Fires the 3. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Young dishes to Collins. Back to Young. Collins a screen on Lowry. Young for 3. They get it back. Here's Murray. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's a great job drawing the foul, getting to the line. Murray's crafty, especially for his age.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trae make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Young with no one around. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Hard to defend Trae Young from out there because he's a master at creating space.
Adebayo kicks to Hero. Good saving. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And stolen by Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
At 6'7", Jimmy Butler is no slouch down there on the block.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Hero attacking. A 3-ball. And it's Butler missing. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7. That bucket in no time at all. Young's got 9 points. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy. And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
You got to give it up for Lowry's toughness. He's got that scorer's mentality. Some contact won't stop him from converting.
Butler against Young. Butler kicks to Yurtseven. Butler with the ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This speaks to how assertive Butler is. Good at getting deep inside and finishing.
Young from deep three-point range. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Here's Adebayo. Collins with some nice D.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Collins and Capella man the post positions. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Now Butler. Following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group in for the Heat. Kevin Love's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Max Strus comes in for Jimmy Butler. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Kyle Lowry. The Hawks trail by 3. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
The way Trae Young steps up on offense is terrific. He works hard to deliver for his team.
Here's Oladipo. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Young passes to Capella. From deep. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Heat have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Oladipo goes in and finished off by Oladipo.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Back to Strus. Good on the triple. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Vincent the pass to Oladipo. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Griffin with the steal. Well, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Strus. Now Yurtseven. And stolen by Bay. Okongwu kicks to Bay. To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memory. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
Now here's Griffin. Okongwu with the screen for Griffin. Forrest passes to Griffin. Here's Forrest, trying his luck from deep. Pocket 6, Hawks passing it around. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Here's Oladipo. After the basket by Bojan Bogdanovic. Love, no good. Bogdanovic finds Griffin. Back to Bogdanovic. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Tries again. Pass to Bay. Takes the three. Bogdanovic, no luck. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Oladipo misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Puts up a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Strus. Vincent the pass to Yurtseven. Can they get it? Buries it from 3-point range. Yurtseven's got 7 points in the game. Bogdanovic wide open. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat. Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
The Hawks, 28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Max Strus is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Vincent, and it's Yurtseven in at center. You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
And the Hawks with possession here. Heat knocking down the tray. It's good from long range.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3-ball. Give me back that momentum.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins. And great for Kevin Love. He feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Omer Yurtseven. Jimmy Butler comes in for Max Strus. Heroes checked in for Oladipo. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Vincent.
And Smitty, no doubt the veteran Kyle Lowry certainly possesses a lot of that wisdom at this stage of his career.
Greg, he's one of those guys that his teammates respect. A proven champion that plays with toughness and intelligence. And a big part of this team. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Capella sets a screen for Young. Hunter on the wing. There's the triple. Capella kicks to Hunter. Wide open look here for Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
Now Lowry, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Lets it go with the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins passes to Young. But Trae sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Count the basket.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Here's Murray. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Puts it up. In the corner, it's Hunter. Young from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And Miami the other way now. Lowry with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. And Adebayo throws it down.
Doesn't get any higher percentage than this. Adebayo is ferocious when he gets it in close.
Murray, no good. The Heat have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Hero, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hunter, no good.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Butler kicks to Long. And Capella sends it back.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
Outside for Murray. On its way from Young for 2. And it's Murray penetrating. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Murray. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Didn't think that was going to go in. Young's got 33.
Long arms, quick hands, a nose for the basketball. Murray makes a difference on the defensive end.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Max Strus is checked in for Jimmy Butler. Oladipo comes in for Hero. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Kyle Lowry. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Atlanta.
From deep, we see Bogdan well over 40% for a season, showing he is a knockdown shooter.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Oladipo. Here's Strus. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter from the end. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich Griffin out there with Bay. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Forrest in at the point guard.
Second team foul.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
On defense, Miami. They trail by 6. Collins dishes to Murray. Young way outside. It's hauled in by Hero.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Kevin Love's checked in for Yurtseven.
First team foul. Now in the game.
The drive by Lowry. Well, they're pass to Lowry. The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Yep, that one goes. Butler's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Heat.
Look at the unselfishness by Kevin Love. Doesn't have what he wants, finds a wide open teammate. Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Selfless pass by Butler. He's always ready to put the team's success ahead of his own.
And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Now, here's Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And here's Young from the arc. Collins finds Young. Collins setting the pick for Young. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
Coming out of screen and roll, Collins shows great body control and flexibility as an athlete.
Left side, Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hunter, the pass to Young. To the inside. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Butler. Second chance shot. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Young from the arc. Love grabs the board. The Heat trail by 6. There's Hero with the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
An offensive-minded player. Tyler Hero is a sneaky player who runs the floor hard.
Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Murray. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Hawks lead by 5.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Outside Collins. It's deflected. Well, their pass it to Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Very comfortable coming up with the big bucket. Love has been the go-to guy.
Inside. And finished off by Collins.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
It's stolen by Capella. Collins kicks to Capella. And here's Young from the arc. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Hero finds Lowry. And here's Adebayo. Capella covering. Three-pointer, Butler. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Butler against Young. From deep three-point range, it's Adebayo with the rebound. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. 8-point game. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Fires the three. Young's shot is off.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
Lowry inside the line. And that one hits back iron. A nice lead and looking confident.
And they've got a chance to push it to double digits.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Here's Young. From deep.
Clearly knocked that one down with ease from that distance.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And in the David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Now Atlanta starting 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Young. For 3. Here's Capella. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. And he recovers it. Hunter passes to Young. The 3 is up. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Now, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young and Stephen Curry. I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
Yeah, look, this guy, BA, has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in 2 guys defensively, and he'll find the option that's open.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You can see the length come into play whether Siakam. Facing up or back to the basket.
For your Raptors. Pass down, Siakam.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship level team.
They get it again. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Collins, no good. Pirtle with the ball, and Capella picks him up defensively. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Collins with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And they get it back. Capella finds Young from behind the arc. There's the triple. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray from outside drains the triple. Murray's got 6.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
The 3 ball. Trae Young, that's good. He's got 9.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Van Vliet outside. And here's Siakam for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
2 minutes left, 8 of the first.
A good look from Young. That one a little long.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting. Get up to throw down.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Now here's Hunter. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Collins passes to Hunter. Shoots over Barnes. Stolen by Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Young. 9 points in the game. Pass to Murray. Back to Young. Pirtle with the block. Outside Anunoby. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. And here's Anunoby. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Toronto. OG.
And so he hits both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Young with the three. Hits the trifecta. Young's got 12 points.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
Pirtle in the post. Young's there. And the dunk by Pirtle. Look out below. You got no chance of defending him right there. And a deep three from Young. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
We love to give away shirts to our Mavericks fans. Now is that time to grab a free shirt. Fantastic fans. Give it up once again.
Here's Siakam.
Well, he's very engaged right now, John Collins, defensively, and that's starting to make a difference for the team.
And so it...
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors. You 16.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. They've got Griffin. Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Saddiq Bey. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Forrest in a point. Anunoby for three. Buries it from three. He's got 7. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
That's good from Siakam on the assist from Van Vliet. Siakam's got 11 points.
A long swing player, Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Back to Bey. Bey with a screen on Barnes. Clock at 6. Inside to halt the run. Bey, good.
Bey can use a mix of power and finesse. He gets that close.
And Saddiq Bey, a 3-and-D wing. And he has the strength to play up at the power forward spot, Grant.
You know, B.A., that power forward spot might be his best position. Not the quick twitch type of athlete, but great physicality for a perimeter player.
So it's Atlanta now, following the bucket by the Raptors. Pass to Okongwu. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Anunoby on the wing. The three is up. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, Bogdanovic would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Rejected by Okongwu. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Anunoby for three. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one. Bogdanovic from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Bogdanovic coming right back down and going right back at him.
It's Van Vliet with a drive. The three from Barnes. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Bogdanovic. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hurdle's got 8.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Barnes. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. And that one's good. Young.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
You know, before they moved to Atlanta, the Hawks had a lot of playoff success. They made the NBA Finals 4 times in their first 12 years, and they won a championship ring.
Now, recent years haven't been as kind, but they're getting back in the mix there, and it's been a half-century since they've gotten to the finals. They have some special players on this team, and the Hawks fans are really desperate to see them compete at that level again.
Hunter can't get it to go. Siakam with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. And Anunoby for 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. 17 points in the game.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Young misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Anunoby. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Left side Murray. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
I like it when Collins is cleaning up the glass and then just rocking the rim.
Toronto has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. No problems knocking that one down. Siakam's got 14 points for the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Young from long range. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That stroke looks so good from Trae Young.
Toronto's gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. It's Barnes on the wing. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
How about that? John Collins with some footwork down low. That looked like it's been practiced in the offseason.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Atlanta.
And both free throws good for Collins.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
From outside the arc. And that's not going to go. And that'll do it for the first half. Raptors out in front, up 9.
46. The Hawks. 37.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And Toronto calls time here. And it's the Raptors with the ball. Otto Porter is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Achua. Then there's Malachi Flynn. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Outside for Boucher. Here he goes. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul of the game.
They couldn't avoid the charge, even with the little hop step.
And the Hawks shooting the rock well at 46%. There's Young with the 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Trent on the wing. Excellent D there from Collins.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Outside Young. Puts up a three. The offensive rebound. Capella finds Murray. Outside Hunter. There's Young with the three. Kicks it out to Collins. Hunter passes to Murray. Back to Hunter. There's Young with the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Young's got 21.
Not a ton of times where Young is off the ball in a situation for catch and shoot, but he's still capable.
Capella with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. And Collins with the slam.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Well, in the 2020-21 season, Clint Capella showed how valuable he can be, Brent.
Yeah, he led the league in offensive and defensive rebound percentage. And for his career, he's averaging double digits on the glass. But that season, B.A., man, that was ridiculous, even by his standards.
Now here's Young. He's got 21. Back to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Achua with some nice D.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Boucher passes to Porter. On the wing, Porter. It's stolen by Hunter. There's Young with the three. Pass to Collins. Achua with a steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Young. Now here's Collins. Collins with a screen on Trent. Clock at 6. There's Young with the three. They kick it out to Murray. Gets the three to fall. Murray's got 9.
Well, nice ball rotation there by Collins, sharing the rock from the front court.
And Toronto calls time here. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
A line change here for Toronto. Toronto's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Here's Van Vliet. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position grade.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Here's Forrest. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The shot. No good that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovic.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Out to the right wing. Griffin left side. Okongwu inside. Covered by Pirtle. Okongwu, no good. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Kicks it out to Siakam. Barnes passes to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Pirtle. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Pirtle's got 10 points in the game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Siakam, the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Pirtle. Shoots over Okongwu. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The second effort. Siakam, right side. Here's Van Vliet. It's Barnes on the wing. Defended by Griffin. Count it. Barnes has got his second basket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Siakam for three. On target from range. Siakam's got 19 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a little...
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Yep, that one's good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Siakam. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Clint Capella. That's his third.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
Young against Van Vliet. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Now Pirtle. And that's a foul called on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Young way outside. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Off target with the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Raptors have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Now here's Young. From deep. Young missing again.
Boy, I'd love to see him just getting a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Siakam against Capella. It's tipped. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go. And again, Toronto no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Young missing again.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Anunoby for 3. Knocks down the long J. Anunoby's got 20 points.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Young way outside. They get it back. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Young from long range. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Pirtle. Anunoby on the wing. It's Barnes on the wing. On the take. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And a deep three from Young, and it's Young again missing. The Raptors have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Pascal Siakam.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
44 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Barnes, drives to the hoop.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
6 to shoot. Barnes with the rebound. Young against Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Anunoby on the wing. And a two-handed jam!
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get... All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
be the Raptors off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Heat. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Yurts have been out there with Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Siakam's shot is off. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
Well, if the defense gives them that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
The Heat shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And Miami making a change here. Love's checked in. Pirtle with the steal. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Van Vliet against Lowry. And there's Van Vliet on the assist by Barnes. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Here's Van Vliet. After Tyler Hero's bucket, Siakam for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Pirtle against Adebayo. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, they're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Here's Anunoby. Goes up again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Now here is Lowry, and stolen by Siakam. Here's Anunoby. The shot will not fall. Good D by Love. Barnes against Butler. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Barnes. Here's Anunoby. Barnes. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
And Pirtle sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And Greg, Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Oladipo, he's checked in for the Heat. Now, here's Oladipo. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball called on the play.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle. The kick out to Barnes. Now Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. And the pass to Pirtle. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Now here's Oladipo. No one near him. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game. VanVleet against Oladipo. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Back to VanVleet. Barnes outside. Anunoby passes to VanVleet. A pull-up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to...
The previous play is under review.
Beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Raptors lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard position. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Toronto, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Here's VanVleet. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
But don't let the diminutive size fool you. Fred VanVleet is a strong finisher, and he loves to score it.
And, Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season numbers.
And, Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Anunoby passes to Barnes. VanVleet outside. To the wing right side. Back to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot. On the left block. And Adebayo with the block. Denied. Oladipo dishes to Butler. Trying to find Hero. He gets it to him. Pirtle with the steal. And the... foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Heat on D. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And finished off by Siakam.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Love kicks to Butler. Back to Love. Jacks up a three. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam outside. Back to Anunoby. And Oladipo pulls it down. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. 6-point game.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Hero passes to Love. Outside Butler. Back to Love. And stolen by Barnes. Pirtle with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. To the paint. And Siakam throws it down.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
The Heat trail by 7. Kicks it out to Love. Passes to Hero. Butler on the way. Covered by Barnes. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Yurtseven's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Tyler Hero. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Toronto leading by 5. Flynn dishes to Porter. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got his first 3 points in the game.
Well, Otto Porter has become a three-point specialist. This guy's so efficient from that range.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Achua. And here's Boucher. Back to Achua. And he jams it right over Kevin Love.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Love, back to Oladipo. That shot off the mark. The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
Excellent use of the dribble by Otto Porter. The defense lost in that one.
Good saving. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Achua, the pass to Flynn. Back to Achua. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Shot's good by Achua. Achua's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Listen, this guy's a willing passer, and Porter has a natural instinct for this game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Oladipo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so that brings the first. Thanks so much, David.
35. The Heat, 26.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And you look at Adebayo. What a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Porter. And it's Flynn in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Vincent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
The Heat have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Shooting for Miami.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Toronto calls timeout. Raptors leading by 4. Now Van Vliet, 7 points in the game. Siakam with it. Here's Anunoby. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Strus. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Strus has got 5 now.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Barnes. Second shot opportunity. Pirtle kicks to Siakam. The 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 11.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep. Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
And it's Strus missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo is checked in for Caleb Martin. Butler comes in for Max Strus. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Lowry in for Gabe Vincent.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
Butler against Siakam. Count it.
Well, the competitive spirit of Jimmy Butler play in the paint, yes, sir.
Toronto leading by 3. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. Oh, and the jam by Pirtle.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Van Vliet looking around. They double him with Butler. Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet. Driving to the basket. And Adebayo sends it back. Love's check in for the Heat.
In for the Heat, Kevin Love.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Here's Butler. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Looking to get it going. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Siakam. And the layup's good off the glass. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
Adebayo passes to Love. Butler kicks to Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing. Toronto leading by 7. Down low, Siakam. And he banks in the layup. Siakam's got 15 points.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Outside for Lowry. Kept alive. Right side Hero. Goes back up. Back to Adebayo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Over in the corner, Hero.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And so Miami again turning it over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Love.
Well, Fred Van Vliet is such a crafty basketball player. At that size, you'd have to be. Nice job drawing the contact there.
Van Vliet at the line.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them. 9 seconds left to play in the third. Hero from long range. No good that time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead of 11 points to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Kevin Love out there with Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a wide open look for Hero. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Butler, and there's the drive. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Explosive drive by Jimmy Butler. Defender draped all over him. Forget about it.
Siakam, right side. Fires for 3. And no good. And Miami the other way now. Wallace with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. To the middle, it's stolen by Adebayo. The pass to Butler. Kicks it out to Love. Hero against Siakam. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Raptors leading by 8. Passes it to Van Vliet. The kick out to Barnes. Up top, Oladipo. Covered by Van Vliet. Here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you almost feel bad for the defender here, right? He tries to challenge Jimmy Butler's shot, times it pretty well, but gets tricked by the pump fake.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
The Heat making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Into the lane. The feed to Pirtle. And that one is good.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Here's Butler. And again, it's the Heat missing. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They've led by as many as 11 points. Shots good by Siakam. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Barnes against Butler. Pocket 6. Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto.
Well, if you think about Fred Van Vliet's candor and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Raptors leading by 12. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Here's Vincent. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Raptors lead by 13.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Toronto.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Pascal Siakam.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Anunoby, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Oladipo against Van Vliet. Here's the triple. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on an 11-2 run. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
OG Anunoby has put in such work on his perimeter game, and boy, that three-point shot getting more and more dependable.
A wide-open look here for Oladipo. Misses there. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight.
starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Now here's Murray. Young way outside. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
At Trae Young's size, when he's easily sinking shots from that distance, it's hard not to compare him to Steph Curry.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Young, following the bucket by the Heat. From deep three-point range, Adebayo grabs the board. Fast break, here come the Heat. Here's Lowry. Atlanta with a rebound.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Now here's Lowry. Such a wide open look.
Sweet touch from the mid-range. This is Kyle Lowry's game right here. Great shot.
Young against Lowry. There's the 3. Hunter passes to Young from the arc. And it's Young again missing. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
So it's Atlanta now. After the basket by Miami, there's Young with the 3, and it's Young again missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Three-pointer. That shot missing. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. From deep. His 6th miss of the game. Just 2 for 8 now. Butler with the ball. And it's Young picking him up. The fader. Again, the Heat misses.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Stolen by Hero. Yurtseven down low. Hunter covering. And Adebayo slams it in.
Doesn't get any higher percentage than this. Adebayo is ferocious when he gets it in close.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Young misses.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
He gets it in there.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there. Over the course of his career, Jimmy Butler's made strides in a lot of areas. He's really matured as a playmaker in the past several seasons.
Kevin Love's checked in for Miami. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And a deep 3 from Young. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Well, Smitty, we've seen an uptick in Butler's assists since he moved on from the 76ers.
Yeah, we're not going to start calling him Jimmy Dimes. We know passing has played a big part of his game. He trusts his teammate. He doesn't feel the need to always take over. But Jimmy is definitely a scorer. Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Outside Young. Capella finds Young. From deep three-point range. And Hero grabs the board. For Miami, they've got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. He launches a 3. And it's Love missing. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Murray. To the wing, right side. Young from long range. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Lowry outside. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Outside for Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Butler's got 7 points.
Great way to create driving lanes, which is what Butler wants to do.
Outside Young. And so it's Miami leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And let's take a look at Miami. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Kevin Love, and it's Adebayo in at the center position.
What's really helped Miami over the last few years, they've had some of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. And the Heat's ability to stretch the floor, it's critical to their stars' success, Smitty.
It is. Guys like Butler and Bam Adebayo, they thrive when they have room to operate, B.A. It's an approach that continues to serve Miami well.
Young can't hit.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Lets it fly. And he can't get that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. This one for 3. And Hero grabs the board. The Heat have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Lowry. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Young from long range. And it's Young again missing.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Collins with a screen on Lowry. Hunter passes to Young. From deep to the paint. Here's Collins. Outside Young. Back to Murray. 5 to shoot. Here's Collins. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Kevin Love. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
And Love with the basket on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Young way outside.
I love Kyle Lowry's commitment at the defensive end of the floor. He's a hard-nosed player.
Outside Love. Fires for 3. Atlanta with a rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. There's Young with the 3. Atlanta gets it back. Collins outside. Second chance shot. 5 on the clock. Hunter. Adebayo with the rejection.
Huge block by Adebayo. Plays the game with aggression and shows no mercy.
Hero no good. And the Hawks shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Young with it. Hero picks him up. Capella inside. Working on Adebayo. The Heat with the lead. Lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got 6.
Crafty play from Kyle Lowry in the paint, getting by the defense into his shot.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here we go, one-on-one. Launches it. Hero with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 12.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
Here's Capella. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Miami has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Adebayo. Takes it inside. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
On the drive, Bam Adebayo causes havoc for the D. He's so agile for his size.
And here's Hunter from the arc. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Collins, a good look. No good off the front rim.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard, but you'd like to see him get better position.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Yurt Sevens checked in for Adebayo. Strus comes in for Jimmy Butler. Victor Oladipo is checked in for Hero. And Vincent is subbed in for Lowry. Pass to Griffin. Outside Bogdanovich. And so it's Miami. A size. Thanks very much, Allie. And
19. The Heat, 33.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
Okongwu out there with Sadiq Bey. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Forrest in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And the Hawks shooting only 23% so far. Smitty, he's a tremendous underdog story. Max Strus started his college career in Division II.
And then, B.A., Max ended up transferring to a D1 after 2 years, scoring over 1,000 points at 2 different schools. Max is the rare player to start D2 and end up in the NBA.
Well, as you know, Graham, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Here's Okongwu. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Vincent. A leaner. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Ryan, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Ooh, it's slammed in by Oladipo.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Fires from the wing. Offensive rebound. Pass to Vincent. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Here's Forrest. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. The three-pointer off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime.
This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA sure seems they've got the talent to do so. Good combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again?
And he makes a first. Smitty, it can be pretty impressive to watch this Miami squad go to work on the offensive end.
Yes, BA, the reason why they have a bunch of talented shooters, that's for certain. But they also pay attention to the little things, like grabbing offensive boards and moving the ball around. We don't see a ton of Young in the corner. Trey might have tricked the D right there.
Love. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young way outside. Can't hit that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Inside. The shot by Oladipo, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Takes the 3. Henson can't hit.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Young way outside. Atlanta again missing. Well, Miami shooting about 47%. A nice number. The shot by Oladipo, no good. And Atlanta shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Murray from outside. Young from long range. Collins right side. Pass to Young. From deep three-point range. Atlanta again missing. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
The things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And the Hawks shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Going inside. Three-pointer. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist from Young. Murray's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Vincent. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 10.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Kicks it out to Collins. Outside Young. Into the lane. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Young's got 13.
The shot chart would tell you this isn't Young's favorite spot, but with a little effort, he makes it work.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Strus. That three's off the mark. Here's Young. From deep. That shot off. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Omer Yurtseven out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position.
A powerful athlete who's still developing his skills. Adebayo has become a threat at the offensive end.
Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Young. And that one hits the back iron.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet opposite happened.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Shot from the top of the key. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 8 rebounds in the game. Young, the pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Stolen by Hero. From deep. Sinks it from distance. And the Heat lead by 15. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Lowry, the pass to Hero from behind the arc. The rebound by the Hawks.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Adebayo. Here's your 7. Lowry outside from the arc. Collins with the rebound.
Something that sets John Collins apart is his mental toughness, and you see it on the defensive end. When he locks in, he's a different player.
Collins' focus also keeps his stat line sharp, Smitty.
BA, he usually carries a high shooting percentage. He doesn't get lost in the moment, and they know they can count on him.
And here's Young. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. And Collins with the slam.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And they recover it. Kicks it out to Collins from outside the arc. Outside Young takes the 3. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that one's good.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
Capella, the pass to Collins. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line.
You know, when John Collins is being utilized correctly, he's a problem. A talented offensive player and solid defender. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Outside for Butler. 3-pointer. Stolen by Young. 4-3. Collins with it. Now guarded by Butler. There's Young with the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Lowry, no good. Well, the Hawks shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Now here's Lowry. Back to your 7. And here's Butler outside. Offensive rebound. Heat. Hero for 3. The shot won't fall. The Hawks trailing. Young from long range. Rebounded by Butler.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. Griffin against Butler. The 3 is up. That one doesn't drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young from long range. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And so here is Miami. At one point, they led by 16. Adebayo from long range. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. And the Heat lead by 11. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now here's Young. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the three. And Hero grabs the board. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Adebayo, no good. Now Young. That shot, no good. From deep three-point range. Off target with the shot. So it's the Heat winning this one, Heat. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Now, here is Young. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Capella against Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. The 19-footer is on the money.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Young outside. No good from outside. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Takes the 3. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Hawks.
There is an effortless kind of motion to what Trae Young can do, especially when he's shooting from that deep.
Anunoby, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now VanVleet following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Hunter, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, the footwork for Hunter there was really solid, able to catch and shoot.
Passes it to Pirtle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Young for 3. No good on that one.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
VanVleet on the wing, defended by Young. Here's Siakam. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Young from deep three-point range. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Siakam finds Anunoby. Siakam against Collins. The pass to Pirtle. 5 to shoot. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Over Hunter. The offensive rebound. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And if you're going to foul Pirtle, you have to make sure you really whack him. He's remarkable about finishing through the contact.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The Hawks trail by 4. Outside for Murray. Drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Anunoby against Murray. Off with the layup. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. And he drives in.
Well, Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him. What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
Young for three. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Siakam finds Barnes. Anunoby. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. You know, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
There's Siakam. After the made shot from John Collins. Bangs home the trifecta. Siakam's got 7 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Young outside. Pulls it up. Here's Capella. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Red Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Raptors with the lead, and Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Here's Griffin. Bay passes to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Forrest. Anunoby sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Van Vliet against Young. From downtown. Clock at 6. Hunter finds Young. Collins a screen on Van Vliet. The Hawks again can't hit. Raptors leading by 3. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Van Vliet, following the miss by DeJounte Murray.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And there's another turnover by Atlanta. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Here's Toronto. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Van Vliet kicks to Pirtle. He can't get that one, and Atlanta will go the other way with it. And here's Young from the arc. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now, here's Anunoby. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 5.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Toronto.
Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Barnes passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
To the inside, Van Vliet. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. To the paint. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. Yeah, wow, he nails the... Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Hawks, 22. The Raptors, 41.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Raptors leading by 19. Murray is the shooting guard. Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Here's Hunter. The Raptors getting the bucket. Intercepted. And here we go. Fast break. Flynn's got it. On the wing, Porter. Here's Achua. Flynn kicks to Boucher. And Capella sends it back. They recover it. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
Clock is at 3. On its way from Young for 2. Toronto grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot, and Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
And both free throws good for Hunter. Toronto leading by 19 points. Flynn the pass to Porter. Now here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Young dishes to Hunter. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. On its way from Young for 2. He can't hit that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Boucher with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Trent with the wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 21. Young with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 13 points.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots.
Here's Trent. Power down with both hands.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Young for three. Another three for Atlanta.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Again, Young missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Stolen by Collins.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Capella kicks to Collins. Young from deep three-point range. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's Flynn. They get it back. On the wing, Porter. It's stolen by Capella. Young outside. Sinks the triple. Young's got 19 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Porter. No points in the game yet for him. Right wing, Toronto calls timeout.
And one thing I love about Clint Capella, he is a guy who plays to his strength, especially with how he attacks the backcourt.
I think on both sides of the floor, Greg, he understands the value of just getting possession of the ball. So get a defensive rebound, help start the break. Get an offensive rebound and pick up some scrap points. Those things add up over time.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Just 3 to shoot off the inbound pass. And the layup by Anunoby. That's 12 points for OG Anunoby.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And it took him a little while, but he's really got that three working now. This has been a different quarter for him.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Young for three. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Van Vliet's got 6.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here is Young. 25 points in the game. Capella kicks to Hunter. Puts up a 3. Pass to Murray. Young against Pirtle. Lets the 3 fly. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for your Hawks.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And you feel like Trae Young on a nightly basis is going to do something that supersedes records that he's already set in the young part of his career.
Anunoby has the open look. Tries again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. Here's Siakam. Lays it up off the glass. Siakam's got 20.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors feeling good about their set. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 17. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's shooting a meager 37% for the game. Young from outside. Unable to get that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there. Barnes has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now, here is Young. The 3. Hunter dishes to Young. Hunter against Barnes. Inside and stolen by Siakam. Anunoby in the corner. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And there's another turnover by Atlanta.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Siakam for 3. And again, no good by Toronto. The Hawks trail by 19. Collins kicks to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Young's got 30 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Siakam passes to Pirtle.
Capella, a center who can affect the game defensively every night.
Hunter kicks to Young. Fade away. They grab their own miss. Collins finds Capella. Here's Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Young for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Siakam. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's Young way outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Young, no good.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Now here's Barnes. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pirtle with the steal. On the wing, Barnes. And again, Toronto no up. The Hawks trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Young against Van Vliet. Over to the wing. Murray dishes to Hunter. Lets it go with the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes kicks to Siakam. Another shot, and it's Barnes getting it to go. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Young's shot is off. Van Vliet with it, and they pick up two.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his side.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.